Okay guys, so today we are with Miss Marie from the BPI and we'll talk about ROI. So, ma'am.
Yeah, hi. Actually, you can call me Suzette. I'm Suzette Ison. I'm from BPI, Asset Management and Trust Group. We're basically handling the investment side of the business. I'm from wealth management. So we do catered investments for basically retail clients and some corporate clients.
Okay, ma'am, ano pong benefits? Is it beneficial for the depositors or is it good for the new investors?
Raise on investments. Actually, this came about because if, like you, when I asked you what is an investment fund or what is an investment for that matter, some people would get intimidated. Because when you hear of investment, you would always think time deposit, savings. You don't really
big amounts.
For big amounts. But that's not the case anymore because financial markets has evolved. So now we have investment funds. And for most people, it is very, very intimidating. So our manpower were composed of a lot of young ones who are very creative. And they thought of a game, this ROI, to make investing easy to understand. This is basically for new investors because we want to propagate investing to younger generation or even for older ones who hasn't had the privilege to learn about investing early on in life. Yeah. So the benefit of this one, because every one of us has a goal, whether you want to retire early, whether you want to put up a business, or buy a house or car or whatever. But how to go about it, sometimes it's difficult. I mean, how do you go about it? Do you wait for a mana from your parents, or how do you go about it? So it's best to start early on. That's what we're trying to teach the young ones. It's best to start early on. You start with small amount, and then you work.
Speaking of small amount, ma'am, how small?
For BPI, we can start as small as 10,000 pesos. So, ano ba naman yun, diba? If you buy a cellphone, how much is a cellphone? Mawawala yun. So, the risk of losing a cellphone is even higher than the risk of losing your entire principal. But then again, that's going ahead of the story. Siyempre, when you invest, you have to know first how much you have. You cannot invest if you don't have anything for emergency. So you have to know how much you have, what your goal is, and how to reach your goal based on what you have. If kulang what you have, then you lessen your expenses. As simple as that. And this game will teach you how to go about it, or give you a fairly good idea on how to go about it. Kasi pwedeng you save and save, but something happens in the economy. And then bumagsak yung market. May risk involved. It's not like a savings that you put it there. You're assured that you're going to get 1% or 0.5%. This one may risk involved. And this game teaches you how, in a fun way, how you'll learn later how to go about it. O pag may recession, pag na-fire ka, hindi wala ka ng pan-save, yung mga these things.
Ma'am, in case they're interested to invest, so how or who will they should contact to? Like, website, can you?
Actually, online, you can go to our www.BPI Express online. You can do that. All BPI and BPI family branches sells our funds. You just go there and talk to our branch personnel. But the most useful or fun way to learn investing would be to get in touch with our investment counselors. We have investment counselors all over the Philippines. Unfortunately, hindi pa per branch. Yeah, but you can set an appointment. And then they can teach you how to do it because we have the best well-trained investment counselors. So it's best if you talk to them because investment is very personal in nature. Parang what is good for you may not be good for the other one because of the risk or the background, diba? So you have to talk to an investment counselor so they can assess your risk profile, what investment is good for you. And for those of you who want to try out our game, you may want to email investments@bpi.com.ph and request if you want us to bring the board game to your house, to your school, or to wherever, so you can try it out, and eventually, hopefully, you can invest also through our investment funds and meet your goals for the future.
The beauty of investing. I'm sure everyone is interested to know how to make our money grow, right? Yes, yes, all right. So, to formally start the program, let's call on the head of BPI Asset Management and Trust Group's Wealth Management Division 1, Vice President Suzette Aison. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. First, I would like to thank you for taking time out this afternoon to attend this event. Actually, we are privileged to have everyone attend this launching. We are actually, BPI will recognize the difficulty, especially in when you hear terms like investment funds, right? So, gone are the days when the idea of investment would sound great to you. And as the bank with the longest history or track record in the Philippines and Southeast Asia, we are definitely way ahead of innovating ways to enhance our clients' banking experience. So we strive to be more than just a bank to you. We wanted to be your partner in creating your goals and helping you achieve them. So today is actually very, very significant for us as we launch one of the products of creativity and hard work of our young investment counselors, because as you know, we have very young people in asset management, especially the wealth management group, and they came up with this board game which aims to mimic real life situations and how investments can help in achieving the goals. So this afternoon, we would want you to experience firsthand the very first board game in the banking industry. And this is a fun way of learning about investments. So without much further ado, welcome to ROI, the Race on Investment board game launch. Shift your investment knowledge to a higher gear and drive towards your financial freedom. Again, thank you very much and enjoy the game this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Suzette, for that welcome remarks. So for all your social media posts, please don't forget to include our official hashtag. It's hashtag BPI MyBestROI.
All right, so once again, that's hashtag BPI MyBestROI. So Flora, I have a question for you. How do we make the best things in life happen?
Ang hirap naman yan. Parang ang daming aspects ng life na kailangan.
Oo
You
nga
make
eh.
the best happen.
Alright, and
Paano nga ba?
hindi ko rin alam eh. I have another question for you. How can we be able to attain the financial goals and dreams we are always looking forward to? O diba, mas nalalim pa.
Thank you very much for that wonderful
Alright, so actually most of us also ask ourselves very specific questions, such as how will I be able to send my children to their dream schools, or when will our family be able to go to Europe, or buy a car or a house, or when can we be able to stop working and enjoy the hard-earned fruits of our labor? Okay, so these are very, very hard questions to answer right now. But to help us understand more about investing, which can help us to answer these questions, let me introduce our first speaker. So, our speaker for today has been with BPI since 2012, and he is a man of great accolade. He holds a master's degree in industrial economics from the University of Asia and the Pacific, and joined the bank as a management trainee under the 8-month rigorous bank officer development program, where he graduated as the batch valedictorian. He's a certified SEC licensed fixed income salesman and certified investment solicitor, a certified UITF marketing personnel, a certified UITF trainer, a certified para personnel, and a certified treasury professional. As an investment counselor, he has handled many different areas, and currently he heads a team of brilliant investment counselors who service investors throughout parts of Luzon, and has a deep pocket of investment experience to share with everyone today. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Carlo Apa.
Thanks, Bien and Flor. Good afternoon. I won't go through the entire process of welcoming you again to this afternoon's event. But again, maraming salamat for joining us, and we hope we will be able to help you achieve your financial goals. So, okay na tayo? Ready na tayo? Are we ready? Let's start off. Who's rich? Who's rich? Who wants to be rich? If you do not want to be rich, you won't put that. Okay? So, okay, we will drive drive full throttle to achieve your life goals. So, as an entrepreneur, we are often tagged as being independent. Okay? I do not have a boss. I am my own boss. Okay? You are proactive because everything that you do, you are ultimately responsible for. See? That's what you are when you're an entrepreneur. You're unconventional because you think of new ways to present products. Like, just example, this where we are right now. This would have been a wild idea 2-3 years ago. Example, gathering people inside a little cafe where you can drink alcohol and drink coffee and at the same time play with board games. It would have been a wild idea 5 years ago. But now, here we are. You are visionary. You look at that specific market wherein you will actually gain most. You're innovative, you're driven. That's what a successful entrepreneur is. Okay? But what drives you to become entrepreneur? What drives you to become entrepreneurs? First, you have to pursue your passion. Ano ba talaga yung gusto mo? Okay? And because of that passion, you act on it. That's basically the difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur. Okay? You're able to, you are envisioning to be able to earn more. Okay? Actually, you do earn more. Okay? It's not regular that you may be able to earn, but you, in the long run, successful businesses have actually earned more than us employees. Okay? You value your time because you work with your own time. You make your life goals happen. And this is where we come in. What are your goals? It was mentioned earlier, your goals might be to travel to Europe, or to be able to buy a car, to be able to buy a house, to let your child go to college, or to be able to retire comfortably. Something about, I always use this deal whenever I do. If you have a child right now, you just gave birth, or you have a new child, 18 years from now, the tuition fee in the big school along Katipunan or along Taft Avenue per annum would be around 750,000 pesos per year. You multiply that by 4 years, plus the books, plus the baon, and one of these things. But wait, gusto niya pa mag-doktor. So that's another 8 years med school. Or gusto pa niya mag-law, tatanggihan mo yung anak mo. Or gusto niya mag-masters. But hey, gusto niya mag-masters sa US of A. See, these are the realities that Filipinos face. As entrepreneurs, we are fixated with different hats. You like to buy the latest gadget. The new iPhone 7 will be released from December. Surprise, surprise. When you have money, they'll launch it then. Okay? You want to be able to expand your business as well and to retire early. Yung mga generation ng mga parents natin yung sabi, I'm only 22 years old. Hindi gumana yung joke. My parents retired when they were 60. Ako, I plan to retire when I'm... Never mind. My bosses are here, so I have to defer to that private. You have to start with a goal. Okay? A goal without a plan is just a dream. Okay? Madaling mangarap, pero hindi siya libre. Actually, libre mangarap, pero hindi siya madaling gawin. I-achieve. So that's where you come in. Financial health check. Do you have an emergency fund? Do you have working capital for your businesses? And do you have investable funds? Something about emergency funds that I wish to emphasize. You should typically keep around 6 months of your monthly expenses liquid. Carlo, bakit 6 months? 6 months. Because if you lose your job, or if the business doesn't go well, it will take you approximately 6 months to be able to find a job. And then may provide for me. But the thing is, what if something happens to your loved ones? Saan kayo kukuha ng pera? That's the purpose of the emergency fund. And you should also be able to anticipate uncertainties and seize opportunities. Not just recognize opportunities, seize opportunities. Because as an entrepreneur, you're always faced with problems in cash flow.